Hello, everybody. That's a horrible intro. Welcome to the Nameless Show. What's a different show today? Slightly, but we're doing this anyways. Why not? And that's the end of the show. Thank you for watching. No, I'm kidding, but I wish I wasn't, because this is not gonna be good. You're just gonna watch this and be like, why did they even do this? What's the point of it? And that's life. But speaking of the reason why I feel like that right now, Donald Trump. Trump said in a tweet that his Trump Tower meeting was actually intended to get dirt on Hillary Clinton. Wait, did I read that correctly? Because doesn't that mean that he committed a crime? Like, doesn't that mean that he's guilty and that we got him? Just kidding. Democracy and the law are dead, and nothing matters. But like, he literally admitted to committing a crime and then said it's all perfectly legal. But that's not how crime works. You can't just admit that you did a crime and say it's legal because you said it is. That's like confessing to being the Zodiac Killer and then saying, oh, it's all perfectly legal and done all the time in the knife industry. But seriously, how is it no impeachment effort after this? I mean, he literally admitted to doing a crime. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just being told that politicians don't care about morality and they just want to please their constituents. So, I'm sorry. Everything's meaningless. Honestly, the person I feel most sorry for here is Robert Mueller, because he's been doing all this work to find out if Trump colluded with Russia, and then Trump just tells the entire world with no restraint, like, at all. That's like if 21 Jump Street ended an hour early, and the climax was the drug dealer people announcing on loudspeaker that they're selling drugs, and that this is our address and this is our phone number. Fun fact, Don Jr. has probably done both of those things at least once in his life. But at least we now know that Donald Trump has done the deed at least once, because you can only inherit that kind of stupidity through genes. No comment on Eric, by the way. Trump also tweeted that why aren't... This is horrible, I'm sorry, but I'm just going through my daily mental breakdown because of this presidency. But Trump tweeted, why aren't Mueller and the 17 angry Democrats looking at the meetings concerning the fake dossier and all the lying that went on in the FBI and the DOJ? That voice hurts from my throat so much, but... Yeah, but like, seriously. Yeah, guys, why aren't you prioritizing investigating a sad old woman over the President of the United States? I mean, he also said that this is the most one-sided witch hunt in history. But when has a witch hunt ever been not one-sided? Like, that's the whole point of a witch hunt. Also, it kind of sounds like Trump supports witch hunts in theory, like he thinks that witch hunts have been tainted in recent years. Okay, so basically, Trump is saying, make witch hunts great again. That's what this is. And, I'm sorry, but they were already terrible, just like America. I mean, we're all right, but I think we can all admit that this is much worse than a president asking for Dijon mustard in a diner. Secondly, this is different. This is a different thing. Another news: Omarosa said that she secretly recorded Trump. Another former Trump aide record Trump after Michael Cohen, which is weird because I feel like no one would ever want to hear that, but I'm sure there is someone who would like to see that pee-pee tape. Cough, cough, Vladimir. Trump has previously said that Omarosa was a loyal friend. I can speak. But he said that Omarosa was a loyal friend, but leaked excerpts from her book say that the closeness is gone, and that's a quote from the book. Omarosa said that Trump's mental decline could not be denied. I mean, of course, she's talking about the mental decline starting from his birth. But really, Omarosa, Trump on Celebrity Apprentice didn't tick you off as mentally declining. Only an idiot would let Eric on TV. She also said on Celebrity Big Brother, because apparently Omarosa is stuck in this weird celebrity reality show purgatory where she can only say things on reality television. She said concerning Trump's presidency, oh God, it's so bad. No, it's not gonna be okay. It's not. It's so bad. Which, yeah, Omarosa, we knew that a while ago. I mean, did an opening speech about Mexicans being rapists not warn you? Also, it's so bad also describes all of Trump's relationships. Actually, it's so bad just describes Trump in general. And everything around Trump, like from Trump Tower talkables to separating children from their parents and vice versa. Trump 2020. It's so bad. Just ask Ivana, or Ivanka, because he wants to bang his daughter. Jesus, this is horrible. Oh God. Another news. social media is banning Alex Jones. YouTube, Facebook, and Apple and Spotify, I can count, have all banned Alex Jones from the website, which means that we can no longer hear the real news, like how Bill Gates' eugenicist trying to wipe out minorities. That's not even a joke. He literally said that. That's an actual thing Alex Jones said. Alex is saying that his First Amendment rights are being trampled, but free speech experts, people who have actually read the Constitution, are saying he's wrong. But don't worry. If you buy Alex's Action taint wipes from his website for $90 per wipe, you can get the real facts, free from dirty money. And you know that money isn't dirty because they use the taint wipes to clean it. But guys, don't be mean to Alex Jones. He just had too much chili at lunch and forgot to have morals. Twitter hasn't taken Alex Jones off. Twitter hasn't taken Alex Jones off. I think they might have changed it. I wrote this a while ago. Who cares? But Twitter claims that they haven't taken him off because he hasn't broken their policies. Well, in reality, it's because if they took Alex off, they would also have to take a certain orange-dyed man-child from their website, too. In a recent defamation suit against Alex Jones for saying that the Sandy Hook shooting was done by the government, 4 free speech experts said false speech does not serve the public interest the way that true speech does, and that, indeed, there's no constitutional value in false statements of facts. But if Alex Jones can't spread false facts, who will? This just in. Millennials are killing the fake fact industry. Jesus Christ. And finally, GOP representative congressman from New York, Chris Collins, Trump's first ever congressional appointment was not appointment, endorsement. This is a bad show. Trump's first ever congressional endorsement was charged with insider trading. Fun fact, this is the closest thing Trump's ever gotten to getting in someone without paying for it. One of the craziest parts of this is that Chris Collins was quoted saying, "Do you know how many millionaires I made in Buffalo this past few months?" But first off, no one knows, because no one knows anything about what's happening in Buffalo. It's a fake city designed by the government to make people suffer in the cold for the entire year. You don't go to Buffalo. You end up there. Secondly, this isn't a Disney Channel show where you can just say things out loud at the top of your lungs right next to someone and then they won't hear it because it's not relevant to the plot or something. Because you can't just talk about committing crimes out loud. I mean, come on, that's stupid. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. The Chris Collins is white. I'm sorry. He'll get away with it. Like, the worst thing that could happen is that he's set on bail for, like, a really short term in some jail or something. But don't worry. One of his Buffalo millionaires that he made can just help him out. This is the Nameless Show. This is a show. There we go. We'll be right back. Panel now. This is Amar, he's a person. This is Emma, another person. That's Ethan, he's not a person.
I'm white.
No, but we're gonna talk about things.
Yeah.
Okay, firstly, we gotta talk about the Trump clues investigation.
Oh,
Will anything happen?
I think he's shot.
No.
But nothing's gonna happen.
No.
Why?
Because he's Trump.
What does that mean?
Well, first, let me just say, whatever Robert Mueller comes out with, it's not going to matter because what they've done, what Fox News has done.
No, we had those Omarosa tapes.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. I literally saw a Washington Post editorial. Why this means nothing.
Okay, where it's all like Trump said the N-word. We want to see it. We need to expose it.
It's not gonna matter.
Omarosa is just going on a big money grab at this
He literally,
point. Like, it's so shameless. She's like, I love Trump, and then the next day it's like, he said the N-word and whatever other stuff I can't come up
also,
with.
Can we please talk about how
that.
Yeah.
I know that.
this is a very professional show, everyone. But okay, first before
Drinking
Omarosa,
your water?
I like water.
okay, before Omarosa turned on Trump, Trump was
Turn
like,
on Trump.
I mean, she probably did. Trump is a very horny man
Yeah.
with a very small penis.
Orange
It's
girl.
like one of those Cheeto Puffs.
It's that fragile.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Flaky.
before Omarosa was stopping loyal to Trump, he acted like she was like the model minority. All of a sudden, when she turned on Trump, whatever. When she disagreed with Trump, he called her a lowlife, which basically means if you're a minority and you don't agree with Trump, you're a lowlife.
Yeah.
So, there's no way a minority can exist in this administration without having the actual thoughts. That means they must be it's almost like a puppet government.
Yeah, there's a level of hypocrisy within this administration that's so widespread, starting with immigration, with Stephen Miller. Freaking Stephen Miller, that guy, you think I'm not a human? Look at this guy. This guy needs to just stop going out in public, okay?
Yeah.
And then his own uncle is turning on him and revealing that they have immigrant backgrounds. Had it not been for legal immigration, they wouldn't be here.
But I mean, to be fair,
they just got
to be fair, uncles being mean to their nephews is basically the plot of every single Bollywood movie from the 80s. So, continue.
Yeah, but Melania's parents just got citizenship through what Trump calls chain migration.
Yeah, chain migration.
And then
he said, chain migration is best. Who cares? No one's watching this.
So then Trump shitted on it, and then his own perfect wife, her parents got to assume citizenship. It's just so hypocritical.
And can we talk about the gardening without actually getting dirt on your shoes?
Oh my god.
What was that photo shoot, dog? What was that photo shoot?
Still better than this how I drive a truck.
Oh, jeez.
This how I drive a truck.
Oh, no, I don't think he realized he was on camera. I feel bad for the dry cleaner.
I feel bad for any of the people who have to work at a Trump hotel or Trump.
I feel bad for Trump's pants.
Wait, didn't that dude die?
Yeah.
No, that dude died.
Especially around
Did you hear about that?
Who?
Oh, the artist.
Yeah, he died at
The
Trump
fire.
Tower.
I thought it was Madala.
No, that
Wait,
was...
really?
Yeah, there was a fire at Trump Tower there.
This dude died.
Everyone, he has the best resorts and best hotels.
Why don't you attend, white people?
This is a great interview. This is the best thing we've ever done.
Weird people.
You have a white person here.
But do you think the attitude of the country is gonna change, or has it already changed?
It's
In
changed.
terms of what?
Support. I mean, not support for Trump, but the kind of Trump populism. That if 'cause I know a lot of people are saying let's have Oprah run, but
that's literally the same thing that happened with Trump,
Exactly.
but it's on the other side.
But will that trend continue? I think it's just gonna get worse and worse and worse, or will there be a rebound to it?
I think it's gonna get worse, and something will happen, and then it's gonna get better.
The voters no longer care about the issues; they care about who's
They care about the party,
the campaign,
Yeah.
the candidate. And as long as Fox News exists, Trump will continue to get away with these lies. Honestly, if I could get away with half of that in my math class, I'd be doing a lot better than this right now.
Everyone, we are professionals here.
I'm not good. 5 out of 20 star rating.
That's very.
Well, did you hear Hannity gave 3 hours of his show to Sekilo and Giuliani, and they just did the show for 3 hours.
It's more like advertising. It's
To keep in mind, these are the president's lawyers that are on doing
it's almost turning into a state-run, government-run media.
Yeah, the Trump Fox feedback.
Yeah.
Huffington Post. That's nothing to do with this.
Amar. Yeah.
Huffington Post also uses pretty terrible tactics to get views. 20 reasons why you should go to Ariana Huffington's dream castle or whatever.
My mom met her.
Your mom met Ariana Huffington. That's I haven't met her.
Isn't your mom also hit Rob?
What?
Hit Robert Downey Jr.
No, Robert Downey Jr. almost backed into my dad's car.
This is a very political discussion right here.
I am in contact with Robert Downey Jr.
Emma, you're like a celebrity.
I know, I'm
There's
so
celebrities
cool.
who are not celebrities. All of your minds, just right there.
Okay,
My feelings are kind of hurt, Ethan.
Okay, none of this matters. Let's talk about. People have been saying there's gonna be a blue wave. Trump said there's gonna be a red wave. What's gonna happen?
Purple wave.
A purple wave. You think it's gonna be a mix for independence?
Pretty much.
No, through my preparations for this show, I did a little research
Oh boy.
I have done no preparation for the show, by the way.
about how
I woke up 2
about
hours
how
ago.
Trump's economic security is not going to work in his favor during the midterms, and how more Democrats are going to filter in through the elections, and even though it's like there on paper, but people aren't seeing the returns of the good economy, and wages aren't increasing, but unemployment's up. So I don't think it makes sense to very many people.
Yeah.
And then I think they're gonna see that and see through all of this like talk. What are you doing, Amar?
What?
Well, I mean, his own economic policies are hurting his base.
Yeah.
He has to now give a $12 billion handout to deal with the $11 billion of negative effects to the farmers, and which voted for him overwhelmingly.
Because if he like rounded them up.
Yeah.
Rounded them up?
Trump doesn't like farmers.
Yeah,
Trump doesn't care about his voters. He just cares about getting their votes.
well, Trump did something that was quite ingenious for a very retarded person. He stole the Democrats' talking
We don't
points.
use that word.
It doesn't matter.
PC.
No one's watching this.
No, I will get people to watch this.
Leave it to
Even
Emma.
Choi is a fool.
Everyone's a fool.
Everyone knows that.
Our president is a fool. But continue.
Well, I mean, I was just gonna say that he stole the Democrats' talking points, and then he used them, convinced them that he actually believes in the populace, and that he's the populist candidate, and that he's not the 1%, and he's not above the law, and now he's claiming he's above the law.
But then now he's using them to stay in the 1%.
Burped. I'm just like.
It doesn't matter.
So
So
this transformation.
this red or
I'm
blue
doing a
wave.
full move.
You think?
You should turn it to me. I'm proud.
What are you talking about, Amar?
What is going on?
You know those like anamorphous books?
Oh my God.
We should make one.
For Amar.
Me.
Wait, just continue. Just name without glasses.
Yeah,
and
you know, we
with
should-
glasses.
We should just show Amar that anime where the guy turned like the girl into like a girl dog thing.
Girl
You guys
dog?
see that?
I don't watch anime for
Oh.
many reasons.
Say
Top 10 anime deaths.
top 10 anime.
Jeffrey Draper.
What?
Jeffrey Draper.
He left us. The man is a fool.
This is the reference no one's gonna get, by the way.
No, I'll get people to watch this.
It doesn't matter.
Okay,
Life is
Jeffrey
meaningless.
Hi, my friends. I love you so much.
Okay, well, we were talking about the midterms.
Yeah, we
We
were.
were, but
Well,
then
we
we got
were.
to
Also-
Jeffrey Draper.
The Democrats have a history of saying, "Oh, we're gonna make so much change," and then
And
nothing
they don't,
happens.
yeah.
Nothing happens. So, will Democrats finally own up to what they're saying?
No, Nancy Pelosi just kind of asleep.
That's
And
for
so
sure.
Chuck Schumer.
I just think that's not
We
like
need-
And we need to get Dianne Feinstein out of office.
Oh
Oh my God, Dianne Feinstein's the best.
Why?
She's cool. She's like what, like 83, oldest senator there. She's been there
She was
for.
young.
We need some fresh
Amar.
You thought she was young?
You thought that.
She's literally the oldest. She's the old. She's
Yeah.
the old senator. God.
I think we just need to get more new people into office.
Like,
we need people who can
Cortez.
actually like.
Yeah.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Yes.
We need.
But that was kind of a one-off. The liberal leaning
Yeah.
candidates are starting to lose.
But the thing is, she's in a way sort of like a populist candidate like Trump too,
Yeah.
which is also kind of bad because we need people with experience
Yeah.
to do these jobs.
But also, it's the people with the experience that are screwing
Yeah.
everyone else over. So like, you
But
need this kind of like
you need a balance,
of
yeah.
like fresh new mind, but like lots of experience. And there's no one who exactly fits that category.
Cory Booker, Kamala Harris.
Clay.
Elizabeth
I think the
Warren.
biggest.
I feel Kamala has been in for a while.
She literally just got elected.
Yeah.
But I just like,
I mean, she's like,
she just seems a little more seasoned.
but that's
That's because she's a
'cause
prosecutor.
she's a prosecutor for this district attorney
Yeah.
for San Francisco.
Yeah.
But
Which is not necessarily a bad thing.
I think the biggest problem with our country is that our elected officials do not represent our people.
Yeah. They represent the money.
They represent the white people. But seriously, diversity is the biggest. I think diversity is the biggest problem. It's true.
No, it is.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
It's diversity is the biggest problem in terms of our Congress.
Wait, never.
Amar?
I'd say lobbying is the biggest problem.
Lobbying is the problem.
Because that's why we're not seeing any change on guns.
Yeah.
But the NRA is also like the NRA isn't they also?
They're going bankrupt.
I hope they go bankrupt.
Yes,
I
exactly.
hope the
Yeah.
NRA
That's
goes
such a great thing to happen.
Yeah, the stupid thing I hear
I
all
would
the
sell it.
time
We
is
should
like,
like make that a national holiday.
Everyone, we're gonna have an NRA going bankrupt special on the
Wait,
show.
no, seriously, invite us back.
We'll have
drink
it.
more
We'll have
water.
it. We'll it'll be a different liquid.
Cheers.
Soda, because we're underage.
It'd be
Cheers.
cyanide.
Cheers.
No.
Cheers.
no, I'm good.
No.
I'm
Not,
Cheers.
not, not,
Cheese.
not today, Satan. Anyway. But we're talking about experience.
Yeah.
People like Emma Martinez, right? Is that her name? What's her name?
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez. I don't know names. I'm just racist.
Mrs.
She's
Martinez.
literally a national hero.
We need people like her, but we also need a balance of experience.
Yeah,
I think we
need
can all agree on
older,
that.
Mr. Draper was
we
talking
need
about
younger.
Yeah, we need experience is important, but too much connection. We've had, remember Brett Kavanaugh?
Oh, yeah.
Anthony Kennedy basically appointed him for Trump.
Yeah.
Like, it's a very. I remember Brett Kavanaugh said, "Oh, he went on his first date with his wife before 9/11 happened. He was in the White House or something." Which that's a weird anecdote to share on TV. That's
great.
Yeah, the whole situation.
Oh yeah, I was
sketchy.
connected.
Yeah, basically he's saying I was connected, and we can't have that. We can't just have. That's the big problem with the judicial system. It's just people getting in and staying for a while. Also,
RBG.
Yeah.
RBG. RBG.
No, RBG.
RBG.
I-
RBG.
I love RBG, but like
You don't want her to
I don't want her to retire. She needs to stay in there for like at
She
least
needs to
another
stop.
2
He
years.
said 5 years.
I want the woman to live.
She's strong. She does like an
I
intense
need her
workout.
to
Yeah,
live.
yeah.
Stephen Colbert couldn't keep up with her,
Yeah.
and he's a middle-aged white man.
Okay, but what middle-aged white man can keep up?
Arnold
model.
Schwarzenegger.
That man looks like a piece of meat, and like not like good meat.
Isn't anyone
like
a piece of meat?
cheap, slightly thick skirts.
This is the worst conversation I've ever had
No,
with a
this
human
is the
being.
best. You know, like Kylo Ren looks like a thick, juicy steak. But
I'm done.
Arnold.
I'm so
I wish
done.
I wish I could
I'm
walk
so
away from this
done.
conversation.
I'm so done.
You mean Adam Driver or just like kind of like
You know what?
No,
Let's
You know,
move
actually,
on.
Adam
Stop.
Driver's
Stop.
skinnier.
This is the
gonna go into.
Hi, Kylo Ren.
I have
No,
this
stop.
next topic.
No, I'm very
This
sorry.
next topic is going to be kind of divisive amongst a group of very liberal people. We're talking about torture. Does it work and is it justified?
no,
No, why do you say so?
because you say so. I'm just kidding.
Amar, you need your
I watched John Oliver, and I'm
John
convinced
Oliver.
now. I'm convinced.
Okay.
Well, okay, then your argument against.
Also,
Well, it doesn't work,
I
but
mean,
you
for
know.
torture.
It doesn't.
You're for torture.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it doesn't work, but you know who cares? These are bad
sometimes
people.
we need some torture.
But I think the big problem is do we want to punish people or do we want to rehabilitate them?
Well,
Well, it
when it comes to
depends on-
terrorists, there's no rehabilitating terrorists.
But like,
And
That's
terrorists
fair, that's fair.
includes like white people who shoot people.
but they're not called terrorists. They're called mentally challenged.
Yeah,
They're
that's what that is.
terrorists.
They're terrorists, but we don't call them that. 'cause
I feel
it's
someone who
not-
commits some like unforgivable act.
No,
like,
terrorist is
there's
somebody
no
who commits
getting over
terror,
that.
right? Isn't that the definition of terrorist?
Yeah, someone
Yeah.
who commits terror.
I think there has to be some kind of barrier between like if you can't just be incarcerated and punished and put in solitary confinement for like having a gram of marijuana.
No, yeah, no,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
I think there's different degrees.
That's sort of torture. Solitary confinement is sort of torture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But I
we all
think-
agree that that's not.
Yeah,
of course.
We
Yeah,
agree
yeah,
there. We agree there.
Yeah,
Marijuana
they
should be
use it
legal.
as a weapon.
Let the people
Yeah.
smoke.
I mean, solitary confinement
Huzzah!
should not be used as a weapon in legal cases.
Yeah.
But you know, like when we come to Paul Manafort, that's just like. I mean, that guy was kind of like in a VIP prison. So.
He's in VIP solitary
Yeah,
confinement.
it's
He's
Paul
like a
Manafort-
penthouse suite.
Oh,
Yeah,
prison.
Paul Manafort's a fun guy. He's like a fun guy. I like Paul Manafort. He's cool. He's not.
If
Paul
if by
Manafort
fun you mean
is
treasonous,
Yeah, you'd be
treasonous
crazy
is
country.
it's a very fun to be treasonous. Just ask me.
He looks
I've
like
committed
that.
so much
I know, but
treason.
just look at Paul Manafort. You can just tell. Just look at his face. You can tell that guy committed treason on so many.
What
different
about
levels.
for terrorists? Let's talk about terrorists.
Okay,
Is
yeah, you're a
torture
terrorist.
justified?
Yeah.
Why?
I think, but I mean, like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna leave them alone? Like that just seems wrong to like not touch them and like let them be and let them live and let them enjoy life and like,
I'm
even though
gonna
they
be
are
sure.
in prison, they're still alive. And they,
It's cheaper.
Yeah, I would just say
you know, but sometimes.
But like what if
there's no
You-
point in rehabilitation.
what if you're a suspect?
Yeah.
What if you're a suspect of terrorism? You're waterborne information. They find out you're innocent.
Then you should not.
Well, no, I don't think torture should be used as a means of getting information.
Yeah, it should be
Okay.
used after.
Because it's human nature just to
But
tell
you're
them
saying
what
that
they want.
torture should be allowed if you're found guilty in a court of law.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait,
I mean,
what
I-
kind of torture are we talking?
I would
about?
just
Well,
say.
waterboarding. Let's say waterboarding. Should waterboarding be allowed
No.
in any circumstance?
I mean.
Well, I mean, they found that it's not useful. So
Yeah.
It's not useful
It's
for
not
information,
useful.
but you're saying
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
I would just kill them. that death penalty should be
Death penalty
used in
should be
cases like that.
Yeah.
Because there's no point in rehabilitation or like it's just a waste of time.
Yeah.
Just there should not be people like that. This dangerous.
Well, I
and
think
that
we all
horrible.
agree that I guess terrorists aren't really in like the realm of rehabilitation.
Yeah. They've
Yeah.
like literally crossed
They've
the
crossed the
line.
line.
Yeah, there's no point in keeping
But
them.
a lot of them are mentally unstable.
Yeah. And
Maybe they
that's when
should they be given help for this instead of like being murdered?
That's where it gets a little confusing on my like morals. 'cause,
No,
like,
it's not worth your time.
Oh, dang, Mark.
Hello, my name is Andrews and I have no morals.
Sorry, that was kind of instinctual.
But it does get a little dicey there.
Yeah.
What if you're mentally, let's say you're mentally unstable, you've been in contact with the KKK for some reason that
Off with you.
let's say you've been drafted by the KKK,
Okay.
and you're a mentally unstable individual, and then they convince you to commit a terrorist attack.
Like what kind of terror? Like
Let's say running over someone
Okay.
in a car,
Okay.
in a truck or something,
That's not
in
okay.
a public
That's
area.
I mean,
Well, I mean, Unite the Right last year.
Exactly, but like, what if
the motive though.
does the mental injury, like the mental disability, justify not having a death penalty or torture? Does it?
I don't think so.
Does it make
I would let the court of law decide that one.
Okay, let's move on. That was a serious topic, people.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's still recording. It's probably not. Probably out of.
And I was like, I'm done
Mark,
with this.
thank you for checking.
What
Affirmative
if-
action.
It's been 20 minutes now.
20 minutes.
Th-
Thank you for the
th-
time check, Mark.
th-
Don't touch my. Okay.
This should be a fun one. We got 3 Asians and a white. And because of way.
Or we could say
You know what?
2 Indians.
Affirmative
and
action is it
Asians.
racist or is it justified?
Which one?
Affirmative action.
No, it is.
Affirmative action basically, some colleges basically, like if let's say you have an equally talented black person, equally talented
Oh,
white
that's
person,
right.
You take the
Yeah.
take the black
person.
person. What do you think?
Mm,
Is it justified?
no. I
No.
don't- No, I don't think so.
That's a tough one
I
because
think it is.
because in a lot of situations there's like it's not always black and white, but it's like a lot of minorities or a lot of one like ethnicity will be coming from different like wealth levels.
Yeah.
So it's almost unfair in some cases for people to have to go against us Harkers.
That's
But,
hard.
you know, But
But like,
I think it depends.
but in a way it has to hurt when you have like someone getting accepted with like a much lower GPA just
Yeah.
because of their race when someone with a much higher GPA worked a
Yeah.
lot harder.
like
to
obviously,
deserve
obviously
that.
like social condition and
Yeah.
has to factor in, but a lot of colleges just have race quotas, like
Yeah.
only 20% this race, only 40% that race.
I think it should be
Well, I think why do you need to
uniformly
put your race
equal.
in your
How do you
application?
put, yeah.
Right?
That's why
The
Berkeley has so
college-
many Asians.
Yeah, the college should decide on the person before they even see their face, learn their gender identity or
But
their
it's-
race
it's
or
the
But that doesn't look good on the
But
pamphlet.
the name also like ticks them off too.
Oh yeah.
Like, say you have a name that's like
Should we
very.
treat all the candidates anonymous regardless of race or gender?
But I think the element of like.
I mean, in some cases,
No,
it's
like-
inevitable that you're gonna find out.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah,
way
like
to
if
avoid
you're
it.
if you're talking if you when you're a college because you gave a speech at a women's rights rally for being a woman,
Yeah.
then they can tell. I mean, I'm not sure that's something you can put on there.
I mean, yeah, but that's something you can like group in with like discriminating against someone because they're super liberal or super
Yeah.
conservative.
Yeah. And I think there's always ways, and I mean like you can't
That's
straight
what
up
that's
say
what
like.
IRS did.
Well, Iris.
They discriminated against conservatives. IRS did.
Really?
When
Like, a couple years ago, I was rewatching John IRS. That was thing, but they made it
Oh,
harder for
interesting, Amar.
conservatives.
Yeah, no, I don't really I get that checked. Let's fact check
There's
this.
little children riding
You wanna watch them already?
tricycles.
I know, yeah. I feel bad for your neighbors, Ajay.
They have to hear us argue
Yeah.
about torture
I
and
really
stuff.
don't think they can.
They can hear us.
Yeah, no, they can't hear.
They
us.
can. But we're talking about affirmative action.
Yeah.
Is there any way that we can repeal it that it eliminates bias?
There's no way to eliminate
Yeah,
bias.
there's
no way to
human
eliminate
nature,
bias.
yeah, bias.
Us as humans are like inherently
Yeah.
biased.
Because colleges don't just base it off the numbers, so there's
Yeah.
no way you
Yeah.
can like
Yeah.
Because they
Have
say
machine
they want the
learning.
person.
Yeah.
I mean, they
They
want
don't.
all of
They
it.
want the pamphlet. They
yeah,
want.
Yeah.
there's
They
no
want,
way
they
to-
want the color palette pamphlet. That's
They
what
want the A+ diversity.
Yeah.
And they want the.
They want the black guy with the backpack. That's what they want.
And I mean,
They want, yeah.
Yeah, they want the mix of people, and I mean, it's nice to live in like a diverse environment and like exist in that, but like I think the way they're doing it is not really working, and it's like I feel like it's hurting some people and like kind of helping others, but like it just depends.
I remember I saw some statistic that like actually Asians and Indians are the most harmed by drug addiction, not white people. So stop. But anyway.
Yeah, because they like I read.
They have a quota for they have a quota.
Yeah.
If they go over the quota, then they have to like eliminate. Well, not eliminate, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, eliminate.
I'm sure some fraternities eliminate Asians.
I'm trying to.
Let's
Fraternities are no.
Let's talk about fraternities.
What kind of fraternities?
Fraternities.
A group of men who live in the same house
Fun.
and share shorts.
It's like
It's that sound.
they do.
Yeah, they like share.
It's really weird. I think
And most of them.
it promotes a
most
mob
of them are
mentality.
white. And most of them are white. It's like a very white thing.
But like,
Oh, is that what they call like frat boy?
Frat.
yeah, but like lots of people are having dying and like
Oh my God,
getting injured
hazing.
from hazing.
What's hazing?
It's when
Like
that
initiation.
and
when, like, they have to drink a
they
lot.
like make their recruits do like really bad stuff. Like I think one fraternity Dartmouth made
One dude died.
they make the kids eat omelets of vomit or something.
My dad had to eat a goldfish.
What?
Why are you dad of fraternity? That's stupid.
A live goldfish or a dead one?
A dead one.
How would you know? No, but
That's fun.
the thing is,
There's
fraternities also surprisingly still have a lot of connections because
Oh, yeah.
institutional racism.
Are they like?
But-
I prefer secret societies.
Is it official by colleges or?
No, they're like I think colleges can like disband them if they want to. I'm not sure if they're not always officially organized with the college, but they usually are. The colleges like support them sometimes. That's a problem, I think.
White boy, what are you doing?
Let them be.
I sound like a bat.
Let them. I don't care.
Oh my god, the dude is swinging a bat. He's hitting this.
This is way more riveting than our debate right now.
Matthew should see this. Matthew complains, I'm a bad brother. I don't even do anything. He's the one that abuses
They're
me.
literally hitting each other.
See, those are the kind of kids that go into fraternities. Those are the kind of kids that the fraternities target, and they're gonna get injured. We need to.
Don't stop.
Is it our fraternity's natural selection, or do we need to stop them?
We need to stop them.
Natural selection.
Yeah, I think we got a lot bigger issues.
I'm sorry if it's just natural selection.
It's just like
That's
straws.
I want
Drawings?
Let me use
Oh,
my
no,
straws.
yeah.
Okay, final, one of our last topics.
Yes.
Immigration. Will the children finally be reunited?
Oh no, it's just summer camp, like Laura Ingram said. Laura
They're
Ingram.
playing the soccer and they're singing their immigrant
Yeah,
chants.
this
Look at all these demographic
Yeah,
changes.
Laura Ingram has
Like in
morals.
Concord, there's like
No, she-
like houses for them, and that's just so
It's
scary.
honestly, it's worse than Japanese internment.
Yeah, putting kids in cages should not be used as a political tool.
You know what?
In any way.
Even if the children were in the best conditions, they're still deprived of that relationship
Yeah.
between their parents.
Yeah,
Literally
it's mentally
stole
scarring.
It's literally
They
destroys
stole
the
the
child.
children.
They stole the children.
The government is stealing children.
Yeah, no, you want to talk about government overreach?
It's the opposite
When
of
we're
Santa
doing
Claus.
federal kidnapping.
Federal kidnapping.
Okay?
Yeah.
Jeff Sessions has mandated for federal kidnapping.
But don't worry,
of
the
immigrant
Bible says it's okay.
Yes. And what the Bible says is what goes.
I'm pretty sure Justin
I
is
love
a closeted
Jesus.
gay man, but let's not talk about that right
Is
now.
it what?
Okay, let's talk about Mike Pence.
Mike Pence is a
Mike-
closeted gay man.
Frickin' Pence with that Space Force announcement.
Also, why
Did
do
you
we
see
need
the logos?
why do we need a
I love
space
those
force?
photos.
Why do we
I
need
feel
We
bad.
have one.
we
I
have
feel-
NASA.
I
We have
feel
NASA.
bad.
Why do we need a space force?
No, we like.
No, the Air Force literally has a dedicated
Yeah,
space
Space
command.
Command.
Not to mention the fact that I was watching one of the a retired general talk about this. Literally every single branch, right, of the U.S. military unit or whatever, right,
Yeah.
has a unit that deals with space because we need space for satellite communications. Nothing works without without having a unit dedicated for space within.
But they won't build the Trump Tower space on the moon.
On the moon, yeah.
They won't build Trump Tower on the moon.
Yeah, he probably thinks moon cheese is real. Moon ice cream is real.
He wants to make quesadillas out of them and put them in his Trump Tower taco bowl.
No, quesadillas.
Quesadilla.
I love Mexicans. I love Hispanics.
He-
That's what he says on his tweet.
I thought you
The
were
blacks
just
love
saying-
him.
What? Okay.
But I think this is gonna be one of those things in the future where people look back and be like, this one decision has destroyed an entire generation of people.
Yeah, we're gonna die.
I mean, that's inevitable.
We're gonna die.
But like, I think this is like the future. This is almost like crack babies. This is like a crack epidemic, but it's like babies who are born to parents who are crack
Addicted to
addicts.
crack. So basically, the babies are like
Born
addicted
crack
to
addicts.
Yeah.
So and they have it's really prominent in like lower class communities,
Yeah.
especially with minorities, and it damages the neighborhoods like crazy. Will this damage like Mexican communities, Hispanic?
The Space Force?
No, not the Space Force.
Oh.
The separating the children.
Yeah. Well, the children are scarred.
Yeah.
You're scarring
It's
children.
gonna impact.
I think.
The children are scarred.
I mean, they're even rolling back legal immigration. And
Yeah, what's
legal
with that?
citizenship.
Yeah, no,
And that.
okay. My relatives want to come to, because when I came to India, they're like, America sounds cool. We want to go.
It does
there."
not.
Yeah.
It's so much better.
It's better than India.
Better than India.
I can say that. We can
Yeah,
say
I
that.
know.
You can't say
And
that.
then
I've never been to
they
India.
still can't take the visas. It takes like forever.
What?
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah, I know.
And it's bad. Okay, if you're from Norway, no one's gonna. Why are you like this? No, but if you're from Norway, no one's gonna say, "Oh, you're an illegal immigrant. Get out of my country." No one's gonna say that about Norwegian immigrants. Even if they're homeless and on welfare, no one's gonna say, "You stupid Norwegian immigrants."
I
Wait, what's
There
the
you go.
Norwegian accent?
know. You know, like 7-Up had that weird, not 7-Eleven had that weird
Racism.
Norway thing.
I don't. No one cares. 7-Eleven's not real.
Amar, leave.
It was on
Go
John.
play with those white kids.
No.
Mark, stop referencing John Oliver.
Sorry, just think the whole thing references John.
No, it's not.
Amar, leave.
But racism. Look,
Are you
I can say it, camera.
Are you saying
I'm talking to the camera, an audience.
What audience? You wouldn't have an audience
It's just
without
me reloading the video to make the
You wouldn't have an
the
audience
video camera
without
go.
me.
I don't have an audience, period.
I have an audience. People love me.
It's not a period. No. But
Do
okay,
you want to continue?
I think
Can we get to the
we're finally done with this.
Amish.
Finally,
Porpoises.
we want to
Porpoises.
wait. We want to end.
What's your porpoise?
This is why I hate humans. But
Amish. Or
shut up,
I'm
dude.
making a jingle.
No, shut up.
I'm still confused. Who are the Amish?
Okay, wait. I'm gonna get to it.
Oh,
So,
I feel like Amar
finally,
asking who are the Amish makes him very Amish.
we're gonna end with a stupid. You're literally on your phones.
Porpoises.
I'm looking up the
Porpoise.
Amish.
I'm
Okay,
trying to think
we're
of
ending. We want to end the show after all these hurt feelings with
Porpoise
one,
lives matter.
with one stupid topic. So our stupid topic
only
is
1-3.
who's better, the Amish or dolphins?
Dolphins are.
Porpoises, we should be talking about porpoises.
Okay, but
This is an Amish.
Is that like a fake?
Also
theory?
No, okay.
confused with leprechaun.
I need to explain this to Amar. Amar, the Amish are these people in Pennsylvania, basically, who believe that God
I've been
told
to
them.
Amish
They
town.
told them.
Oh, really?
They believe God told them not. Shut up! They believe God told them not to use any inventions past 1860. So that they live like it's 1860.
Okay. I always thought that had to do with Abraham Lincoln.
No.
No. But okay, guys, Amish or dolphins?
Amish.
Dolphins.
Dolphins. What the hell's
Amish
wrong
make
with you?
really good candles.
Yeah, but they're also insane.
Yeah, but candles.
There's
Look,
electricity.
I have been scouted by Yankee Candle, and I don't care.
That's pretty cool.
I got a Yankee Candle.
Yeah. This
They make
fool
candles.
got a free candle.
Because I won a Twitter contest.
You
I'll have
still
it.
have it?
I've never lit it.
Please light it.
Okay.
Let's get lit, man, blaze.
Okay, thank you for watching. We'll be right
Are we
back.
done? We're done?
Welcome back to the show. This is a show. Things happen. Anyway, this is our final bit after that very tiring debate. Anyway, welcome to Things I Do Not Trust. We're doing it a little differently this time in that I actually tried to write this. The first thing I don't trust, well, only thing I don't trust the CIA. Generally because I don't trust most drug dealers. But I'd rather trust like the average neighborhood pot dealer over the CIA because at least they're open about it. Also, the average neighborhood pot dealer doesn't cause crack epidemics in lower class neighborhoods. So, the CIA has also sold drugs all over the world, from the Golden Triangle during the Korean and Vietnam Wars to the Contra Costa scandal. There's a reason why they're invading the world's largest manufacturer of heroin, and it's not because they wanted to find themselves on a trip to Afghanistan. Except the difference between rich white people going on a lavish vacation in a foreign country and the U.S. is that the average rich white person doesn't destabilize the region and say they planted the seed of democracy. We can't keep pretending that we're the greatest country in the world while doing this kind of stuff. That's like a vegan telling you that you're morally repulsive for eating meat while they punch a toddler in the face while snorting a line of coke. So we have two choices. Do the Christian Minecraft server thing and stop getting involved with drug trafficking, or we can admit that we're terrible and capitalize off of it the American way. I know. You guys don't even want our government to sell drugs because that would make us seem immoral or whatever. But we're well past that right now. After we elected a child separating and child ogling angry creamsicle. Think about it. The government can buy all the drug cartels up like a monopoly and form a drug monopoly in the U.S. and we can sell drugs while regulating them. Would you rather have someone smoking a joint laced with feces and jet fuel grown in someone's basement, or smoking some organically grown weed? I mean, sure, both those people are irritating in different ways, but also very similar ways. But the organically grown guy won't die, unless he smokes like 10 trillion pounds in 5 minutes. Obviously, the ideal option would be for people to stop doing drugs. But there will always be stoners. Since ancient Egypt, there have always been stoners. How else do you think a guy was like, what if we made a pyramid? And also, we have to sustain our fast food industry at 3 a.m. But what's more American, letting someone else make money or taking their stuff and making money off of it while hurting them? Ask Native Americans and James Brown and Chuck Berry if you're still unsure. Except, instead of destroying culture, we can help ease the drug problems of the U.S. and make money off of it and give the money back to the people. Sure, it'll be messy and complicated, but I'd rather have someone smoke and do mushrooms safely than let another soldier die in a war that we started to make up for our current creamsicle's short stick. Thank you, and let's end the show. We might be back next week. I don't know. This is a show. Thank you.